everyone, welcome to Watch This is Chengdu and 10:20 every Saturday evening. I'm Wang Ling. At first, let's go to Chengdu News Weekly to see some major news events happened last week. Regardless of the repeated strong representations of the Chinese side, on September the 10th, the Japanese government announced the purchase of the Diaoyu Island and its affiliated Nanxiaodao and Beixiaodao, and the implementation of the so-called nationalization of the island. It has already ignited strong protest and indignation from the Chinese people.
To safeguard its territorial sovereignty, the Chinese government has taken a number of measures over the past week in regards to the Diaoyu Island's sovereignty. On Monday, the State Oceanic Administration issued a regulation to protect the country's maritime sovereignty. The law defines the scope of China's territorial waters that will be covered, including waters of the Diaoyu Islands and its affiliated islets in the East China Sea. Since the Japanese government announced the unlawful purchase of the Diaoyu Islands, fears of many Japanese business in China have seen declines. Business shutdowns are likely to continue for many Japanese-owned companies in China. Panasonic Corporation said that its factory in Qingdao, Shandong province will not reopen soon. Clothing retailer Uniqlo, an operator of 145 outlets in China, has shut down 58 stores by Tuesday. The tourism industry has also been affected. Japan's All Nippon Airways said that 50,000 Chinese tourists have cancelled their trips to Japan. Chinese markets play an important role in Japan's economic recovery from the global financial crisis. Yet the territorial dispute and resulting anger of the Chinese may cast a shadow over Japan's decade-long economic stagnation.
Last week, the test run of the Metro Line 2 welcomed 300,000 citizens. This week, it will begin to formally open to the public.
The Metro Line 2 will run through 20 stations between the Chadian station in the west and the Chengdu Administrative Institute station in the east. The 22.38 kilometers line will take 45 minutes one way. Passengers can change to the Metro Line 1 at the Tianfu Square station. The train will run from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. every day. The formal running of the Metro Line 2 has eased the traffic pressure of the overground. Mr. Zhang is a Chengdu local. Today, he took the new subway back home.
以前的话，可能得坐公交吧，可能得花1个半小时左右。
今天呢，你选择路线是什么？
就是直接换成2号线嘛，然后再换成1号线，大概40-50分钟就到了。
It's really nice to see the good news from the Metro Line 2. Also tomorrow, a new lifestyle food shop will be opened in Chengdu, Rapid City.
Tomorrow, the first street in West China will be open in Chengdu Rapid City. This new shop was introduced by Parking Shop, a food retailer brand appointed by the AES Western Group. The new shopping area covers 6,400 square meters, offers more than 300,000 international items from 50 countries worldwide, including bread, cheese, seafood, red wine, and so on.
What we've observed for the 6 years we've had a business here, and including some research, it's clear that the Chengdu customers are absolutely willing to try new things, to try new products.
P&S has years of experience operating quality supermarkets in Hong Kong and Mainland. This new shop in Chengdu demonstrates the investors' strong confidence in Chengdu's retail market.
In a special edition of My Friends, let us go to see friends from Chengdu's international sister city from all over the world.
From September 11th to 30th, the 2012 China International Friendship Cities Conference was held in the Jiaozi International Conference Center of Chengdu.
This is Chengdu. I'm your friend from Horsens in Denmark.
I am your friend from Kimcha.
To welcome you to Haifa, Israel.
Nehao, Chengdu.
As a top-level platform for international friendly cities, the first China International Friendship Cities Conference was held in 2008, and since then it was held every 2 years in Beijing and Shanghai. It is for the first time the conference choosing the Western city as its conference site. Once it was held, all the media scrapped to interview and report this great event. As the only TV media who did in-depth report about the conference, we are very glad to interview the president of the Chinese People Foreign Friendship Association, Ms. Li Xiaoling.
那么第3届呢，我们选择了成都，因为我们觉得在西部召开这样大会具有特殊的意义。西部开发很出彩，我们也回顾了将近40年吧。我们觉得有成发展还是需要进一步平衡，那就是沿海地区和内陆地区相对不平衡。 那么西部地区和东部发达地区也有一些欠缺，所以我们选择西部呢，是能够为了今后向西部更加倾斜，让西部更多的这个城市呢，能够展现在国际友人面前。
Until now, Chinese cities have set a sister-city relationship with 1,911 cities from 130 countries in the world. And this year, more than 723 representatives from 49 countries, 95 foreign cities, and 70 Chinese cities attended this unprecedented size of Friendly City Assembly. Samed in Happy City Green Life, representatives discussed various subjects relating to the city, including investment direction and urban internationalization development strategy. Besides the hard discussion in the year's conference, Chengdu signed an agreement with the Maastricht to build a sister-city relationship. The representatives from Perth, Australia cannot attend the conference for some reason, but they finished the agreement signing ceremony through a video. In this video, they brought a wonderful local dance show to greeting to the Chengdu people.
I'd like to make a toast to the future prosperity of Chengdu and Perth.
Cheers.
Also on the conference, Chengdu with the other 11 cities including Montpellier, France, Linz, Austria, Sheffield of UK, jointly built the International Sister City Tourism Alliance to create a cooperation platform for all the sister cities to share the tourism resource and provide more benefits for each other. Many representatives brought their city's travel information. Actually, it is not the first time Chengdu welcomed so many friends from the sister cities. Last year, there were 26 sister cities representatives from 90 countries visited Chengdu to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Chengdu's sister city relationship. Exchange programs are taken every week between Chengdu and these friendly cities. Apart from the intergovernment exchanges in economic and investment cooperation, people-to-people exchanges also became increasingly dynamic. In July, a group of Chengdu students visited the city of hero Volgograd and had a wonderful summer with the Russian students there. They shared their love for dance and singing and sent gifts to each other. Not only students, in this year's conference, there is a special art exhibition. It displayed the work of the painters from Chengdu and Chengdu's friendly cities. In the past 2 years, 12 Chengdu painters visited Winnipeg and Edmonton of Canada, Perth, Adelaide of Australia, Bourne, Montpellier, and Sheffield of Europe, and 10 painters from these cities visited Chengdu also. All the painters' inspiration are from their visits to each other's cities.
We are enjoying it very much. And I noticed there were some from Perth, Australia.
Yes.
And we are from Australia.
With so many friends gathered in Chengdu, we invited some of them to sit in our studio to share their ideas about how they think of the city development, global city strategy, and international friendly city relationship. Firstly, we meet our new friends, representatives from the Maastricht, Netherlands. Maastricht is located in the southeast of the Netherlands. It is said that it's the oldest city of Netherlands. In 1992, the European Union signed the famous Maastricht Treaty here, which made it famous. Besides the long history, the old church and the street, the city is also known as the capital city of gastronomy. Many visitors come here for its food, and this year Maastricht became the sister city of Chengdu.
Well, the idea began with the ambassador of China in the Netherlands, because he was trying to make a selection which city was the most suitable for Chengdu. And then he decided that Maastricht had a good match with Chengdu. And the main issue, I think, is that quality of life and quality of university, of companies, that's the same level that we have in the city of Maastricht.
And any other collaborations or cooperations between the two cities in the future? And what is the points you focus on?
Yeah, and of course our people from Maastricht, they will come and see the pandas here in Chengdu. I've been to the Panda Research Center, and it was amazing to see. Only 2 hours from Amsterdam to the city of Maastricht, to the south. So it's very close, everything. And that makes it much easier, of course, for the people of Chengdu. And what we want to do in Maastricht, we want to make a kind of Chengdu business center also. So when people from universities, students, biosciences, small companies, everybody can come together, and you have a kind of stepping stone to the rest of Europe. And that would be what we have to offer to Chengdu.
Phoenix is the capital city of Arizona, also the largest capital city of America. It has a complete system of high-refined shop technology industry. Motorola, Garrett, GTE all sit their headquarters in Phoenix, and 50% of the population there work for high-tech manufacture. Since Chengdu and Phoenix established a sister city relationship in 1987, they had a lot of cooperation in economic and investment field, which involved a cooperation agreement of $40 million. With the year's friendly exchange, Chengdu and Phoenix is cited as the most active international sister city in the United States.
The city of Chengdu sent a full-size replica of the giant panda sculpture, the one that is titled Mother Love. And we have that in our sister city park in Phoenix, and so it's not only a tourist attraction, but it has become a treasure of the city of Phoenix.
And one of the important stories about the industry and economy cooperation between the two cities, as one of them is Intel.
And that is when, number one, Intel decided to create or build a facility, and some of it was based on the fact that it was not only is it the right city to do it in, but it was also a sister city relationship. The project manager that was building, that came and helped build the facility, he came to us. He came to my office and he met with me, and because he didn't know about the sister city relationship. So we told him all about the sister city relationship, and then we helped make contacts through the Chengdu Municipal Foreign Affairs Office. We made very important contacts for him. He came back about 9 months later and he said, because of this sister city relationship and the contacts that have been made, he had been able to accomplish more in 9 months than he would have been able to expect to do in 2 years. An international city is not only how the city acts, but how the city thinks.
Another Chengdu's international sister city of America is the famous tourist destination Honolulu. Honolulu is the capital of Hawaii. Tourism is the main industry there. Every year, more than 5 million tourists spend their holiday here to enjoy the sunshine, the air, the sea, the beach, and also the unique local culture.
In my office in Honolulu, of my wife and I sitting at the Panda Reserve, which is very close to here, with a panda in our laps. And that is one of my cherished possessions when I visited Chengdu the first time.
That is your friendship with the pandas.
With the pandas. We've had a very good relationship. It would very much help the tourist industry, and I think there's a lot of reasons why people from Honolulu would want to come to Chengdu. This is a very, very beautiful, new, vibrant, and exciting city.
To surf there.
I don't know if we can surf here. I wish we could, but you can come. If you come to Hawaii, we can teach you how to surf very quickly.
I would like to. Yeah.
So I think Hawaii and your city is a world-class tourism place. What is your understanding about the city?
That's a really excellent point, and frankly, we are very much of a global city because we have so many different cultures. Now we've got people from Vietnam, from South Korea, from China, from Japan. All of those things basically make us a city that has the face of an international city, and our number one industry is an international industry. So it's critical for us to take advantage of those things that globalization has brought to us.
And last, we meet an old friend of Chengdu, Sheffield, the fourth largest city of the UK. Sheffield is well known as the center city of education, sports, and creative industry. As early as 2006, the famous Sheffield football club came to Chengdu to start the cooperation between the two cities. Later, they became sister city in 2010.
And because in the world, more and more cities, they have to get involved in the globalization. So how do you think about these topics about the conference in the morning?
What surprised me really is that it's made me realise that Sheffield is quite small. I mean, Sheffield has in common with Chengdu that we're the fourth largest city in the UK, and Chengdu is the fourth largest city in China. However, our population is only about 500,000, so you can see the size. And some of the presentations are, it's about varied sizes, isn't it? So even though you're a city of 500,000 or a city of 14 million, that you can still share some of that knowledge and that expertise about how you plan your city. I think someone said this morning, a city is like a business. You know, it's about the people in it, it's about the place, it's about the quality of life. And whatever size you are, I think you can all operate and have a similar approach, basically. It's like businesses, whether you're a small, medium or large business, you still have the same visions and the same aims and objectives to be successful for everyone. So for everyone in my city, I want everyone to prosper, I want everyone to be economically and financially secure, and I want them to enjoy. I think that's important. You know, we talk about the economy and we talk about jobs, but I want Sheffield to be a great place to grow up, a great place to learn, and a great place to live. But most of all, I want it to be a place that people enjoy.
Now, Chengdu has involved the global city in the city development strategy. Definitely, no matter in the past and present or in the future, all those Chengdu's international friendly cities will be a driving force to promote the city's international feature, and Chengdu will continue to welcome more people globally to experience the amazing city.
这里汇聚精彩画面，要在第一时间呈现。世界每天都